Is what I have done the right thing? Can I justify the sins that I have committed against our Almighty Father? I am not sure if I will be accepted into the glorious kingdom, or if he shall look down upon me as if I was some sort of monster and cast me away back into the darkness of which I live in now. Blood on my hands cannot simply be washed away by water. This was not a normal death. It was brutal, distasteful, and intentional. It was not for some war over land. It was for personal gain, and that alone. Macbeth, what sort of man are you?
Is everything alright? I saw you walking out there.
What do you mean? I have been walking around anyway.
Trust me, yes you were. I was down the hall and I thought I heard someone talking, and when I started getting closer, it seemed to stop, and the only thing I saw was you walking around the corner, so I followed.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
So you really don't remember any of it?
Trust me, if I knew I was walking around talking, I would tell you.
You must have been sleepwalking. It's the only explanation I can think of, but that usually only begins to happen to people who are under extreme amounts of stress. Are you?
Just stressed with being the queen. It's a lot to worry about.
Is that really it? Or could it be that you were the accomplice in a horrific crime?
How dare you accuse me of such things?
My lady, do not act like you do not know what I am talking about. I may not have seen the deed done, but I have always known of it. Your husband and you talk quietly in the hall so guests could not hear you. Then again, I am not a guest, now am I? I sit quietly in the darkness of the halls, listening quietly, though I never say a word. Why, though? There is only one reason.
You plan to blackmail me?
No, I plan to torture you. I plan to be what you and your husband are not. Loyal. I shall not tell a soul of what you have done, because as you have seen, no good can come from betrayal. Though if you dare tell anyone that I know what you did then, it is then, and only then, that I shall have to kill you both.
You're insane. Why would I ever do anything you say? Why should I be afraid of you, the porter?
You're nothing but an ant under my feet. You may know the sins committed here, though you shall not tell anyone, so that I have nothing to fear. Your plan is not as genius as it seems.
So it seems that way, doesn't it? But is it really? Tell me, my lady, how much longer can you hold the burden of this sin upon your shoulders? It shall break you down piece by piece until finally you are once dust from which you came. You will be blown away by the wind as if you were nothing, and then you shall be nothing to me. Now wouldn't you rather be the ant instead of the dust?
I can't believe this is all happening. I do not believe the porter, even for a second. He could easily tell everyone, including Macbeth, that he knows. How am I supposed to fix all this? If he tells everyone, no one will believe him, though. My husband shall be outraged, and will surely kill him. When he does, everyone will know what his reasonings were, and we shall be killed for our crime. I do not want to go down in history as the queen who did not deserve. I want to go down as someone great, as someone who, I know what I shall do. Malcolm and Macduff should almost be here to try and murder Macbeth. If I convince them that Macbeth is not the only problem, but it was him and the porter who killed the king, then I shall go down as a hero and will get rid of my problems as well. I must go at once.
2 hours later.
My lady, what are you doing here? Should you not be back with your husband in his time of need?
Malcolm, why are you even talking to her? You should be detaining her. She is the wife of the man that we were out to kill.
Peace, Macduff. Do you truly believe I do not know this? I have thought of this and figured that we could use her as leverage in order to get to Macbeth at a faster pace. No one will touch us while we have the queen hostage.
Please, oh good and wonderful Malcolm and Macduff, I come to help you not to be your hostage, though I shall willingly play the part if you hear me out.
We are listening.
I have learned to tell the news of my husband, though I wish he did not have that title over me after what I have learned.
Get to the point, woman. I do not want a long sob story. I need to know how you are going to help us.
I overheard a conversation between the porter and Macbeth about how everything was working out perfectly. Confused by what they meant, I asked my husband later, and though he was angry for me spying on what he was doing, he made me swear not to tell a soul what he was about to tell me. He told me that it was the porter and him that killed the king.
I knew all along something was wrong with that man. This only gives us another reason to murder him, just as he murdered the king.
I hope that by coming to you about this as soon as I found out that maybe my life may be spared, even though I am his wife.
You have no need to worry about dying anytime soon, my lady. We need you for now. After that, I shall leave it up to Macduff to decide your fate. Your husband murdered his family because he betrayed him, so he shall be the one to judge you, as you are his sworn enemy's wife.
I promise you that I shall show you that I deserve to live.
That we shall see, my lady. Malcolm, we should begin to move forward with her in order to get there as quickly as possible.
I could not agree more, my friend. It is time, my friend, to make a final judgment upon her. She has been as much use as she could possibly be to us.
Please, I beg of you to spare my life. If I could take back ever marrying him, I would, without second thought. He is a disgrace to the title of king. He does not deserve what he has, to be so easily tempted into such sins is a sin within itself. He is no man. I see that now, I truly do. If anything, he is my enemy also.
My lady, your husband must pay for his crimes against all of us. In this he shall not very much later on this day. He has killed my family. And as you would not make the same mistake again, it is this life that matters. And in this life, you did make that choice. Also, any chance I may get to hurt him more until he finally cracks will be the most pleasure I have had in a long time. This is why I must do what I am about to do. Officer Macbeth, what needs to be done is done.
We cannot go yet.
Why do you speak this nonsense? There's nothing left to do here.
That is where you are wrong, my friend. There's now only one thing left to do instead of two.
What do you mean?
You failed the test. I needed to see who you really were by giving you the task of deciding her fate, and you failed.
How have I failed any test by killing the wife of the man who killed my whole family? The man that I now have a chance to go kill in order to gain vengeance.
There! That's why you failed the test. How can I trust someone that has been so driven on drawing blood solely for revenge? This is something I cannot do. I am sorry, my friend, but you must leave her and let me do this on my own. I shall not let you be corrupted anymore by this madness. Go and live the rest of your life knowing that Macbeth is dead, and that you are not the one who shall be known as the King Slayer.
I will not.
Do not even bother to finish that sentence. I was to be the next in line for the throne, and so I shall be the one to kill Macbeth, and save you the burden of what shall come after. As your king, I command you to leave this place at once.
Yes, my lord. Macbeth is mine. Macbeth, it is your time.
Good evening to you also.
Do not act as if you do not know that you're going to die here in this hall. I await the moment when I shall see your blood running across the ground at my feet.
I would not be so sure of yourself, Macduff. I am not some mere peasant that you're going to kill with one swift blow of your sword. So come, give me a challenge, one you so boldly believe I cannot overcome.
Enough of this talking. It is not what I came here for. It seems like everywhere I go, there is always someone waiting to stab someone in the back.
This is true. It's how I became king, and it's how you are now going to die. It's sort of sad, really. I wanted to be the one to do it. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get over it. Though tell me one thing. Why did you betray me?
Only after you tell me why you betrayed the king.
Well, that one's easy. Power. Simple as that.
Power can be taken away just as easily as it is given. One swift blow. Simple as that.